the C Locrian mode, the C Locrian scale. It's the last in the series that I've done in the key of C. We've covered every single one. How to remember all the modes, if you want to remember them, just say this acronym to yourself. I don't play loud music any longer. I don't play Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, loud music, Lydian, Mixolydian, any longer. The A is the Aeolian. They pronounce it Aeolian. I've heard it Aeolian. I think it's Aeolian, but it starts with an A. And this is the Locrian, which is the most minor sounding of the modes. It actually has, of the 7 different notes in it, 5 of the notes are flatted. So I think in C, the first and fourth notes are not flatted, but the second, third, and what is it, 5th, 6th, and 7th, I believe, yeah, 5th, 6th, and 7th are flatted. And we start on the, well, this position here, we're going to be starting on 6th string, 8th fret with the first finger. So it's easy to remember because you're going to be playing 1st, 2nd, and 4th fingers on both the 6th and 5th strings. And then on the 4th and 3rd string, that's the 8th, 9th, and 11th frets, by the way. By the time you get up to the 4th and 3rd strings, 8th, 10th, and 11th frets with your 1st and 3rd fingers. So it's, and then I like to use my 2nd and 4th finger on the 9th and 11th frets of the 2nd string. But it seems like you want to resolve on the C sharp. So you can if you want, because this mode kind of leaves you hanging. And it's a mode of the D flat major scale. So if I play the D flat major chord, I could play something like this. Notice that I didn't use all the notes in this scale. But I do want to show you what the scale looks like. All right, so you're starting on the 6th string with your 1st finger. 6th and 5th strings are same pattern, same with the 4th and 3rd, same pattern. 1st, 2nd, and 4th fingers, 1st, 2nd, and 4th fingers, 1st, 3rd, and 4th, as over here. And then, but if you want to, you can stop on the, on that 9th fret right there on the 1st string. That's actually a C. That's not part of the scale, but well, in a way it is. It's just a continuation of it. But even when you start on that, doesn't want to resolve until you hit that. And even when you go backwards, see, I mean, I went back there and I was completely out of it. But so if you wanted to play, I wanted to give you progression. These are some extraordinary chords here. So if you played a D flat major like that, you could play this. And essentially what I was doing here is I'm kind of skipping a couple notes. I am skipping some notes on the 6th and 5th strings, and I essentially was gravitating around these parentheses and resolving it on that C sharp. But I'm playing around here, okay? And try to use the fingering here, or use whatever fingering that you're most comfortable with. I'm almost certain that you're not going to use this as much as a regular pentatonic scale or a minor scale, but it has its place. So, but it's in C, but why do we start on a D flat major? Well, it's a mode of the D flat major scale. So that means that the C Locrian mode is the exact same notes are in D flat major. They just start on different notes. So D flat major, that has a lot of flats in it, that scale. And but I like, if we were to play something like this, and I'll show you the chords. So here I'm on the 9th and 11th frets on the 2nd string, 8th and 9th on the 1st, 11th, 10th, and 8th, both on that 4th and 3rd strings. So, you know, it really sounds kind of cool. And what it's similar to, I mean, a ways back, a while ago, I did on some traditional Japanese music, what's known as the Iwado scale. This is very similar. Now, the Iwado scale has 5 different notes, but this was the Iwado scale. You can go to that video if you like, if you want to check it out. So it's if you want to play some Japanese style music, I mean, that's just a basic scale, Iwado scale, so you can look at that. And that's just the 8th, 9th frets on both the 6th and 5th strings to the 8th fret on the 4th string, going backwards, but it's very similar to the Locrian mode. Who knows if there was some type of influence? You know, these modes are foundationally Greek and did a few thousand years ago. Was there some contact? Was it just a coincidence that they came up with pretty much the same sound? But if you were to play this D flat major to a C minor 7th, back to the D flat major, to E flat minor 7th, F minor 7th, go back down to the E flat minor 7th, resolve on the D flat major 7. So basically, there you go. You've seen these chords before. It's like a D for the minor 7 flat 5. Making a D shape starting on that 5th string 3rd fret. I'm placing my pinky on the 2nd string 4th fret. So here's a minor, D flat minor. 2nd finger is going to go on the 5th fret. Oh, 3rd string, 3rd finger is going to go on the 4th string 6th fret, and your 4th finger is also on the 6th fret, but on the 2nd string. That's a major 7th. Then the minor 7th. You know how to make the minor, just lift up your 4th finger. If you were to play it all together, and resolve on that C sharp, even though you're in C Locrian, you can go back to that D flat major 7th, and there's a lot of related chords, but I'm just going to give you a few. D flat major 7th, C minor 7 flat 5, E flat minor 7th, F minor 7th. You can even go up to the F sharp major 7th, back down. But I think resolving on the D flat gives it more resolution. That's why we're resolving right there. Well, this is concludes the modal series that I've done now. Essentially, we have parallel and relative modes, and I'm just covering C's, and I think as a guitarist, look into some parallel modes, because you can always start on the same notes, I believe. And but there's a lot there to it, to modes. Please check out some of my previous videos here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share, and please comment. Let me know if I'm doing a pretty good job for you. Is there anything that I need to clarify? And keep playing and have fun.